Did you see? Did you hear? Did you know? Did you see? Did you hear? Did you know? Say what? Say what? Say what? Say what? Say what?
All right, Chameleons, we are back for another episode of the Say What podcast. I am your girl, your host, the CEO, Shakima, and I'm telling you, I am ecstatic. I am thrilled to be before you, and we are going to have fun today, as we have been having lots of fun for the last few episodes. But of course, before we get started, we got to pay homage to Whitfield. I'm never going to stop paying homage for him, because he literally, along myself, we put our heart into this intro and outro song. And it is just so fitting of my personality to my Chameleons. It's versatile. It's diverse. It's energy. It's like, say what? Like what? So thank you, Whitfield. I love you so much. Excited about the album coming out. You guys, more details to come, but make sure you can type in Mercier on any music platform, Murcier, and he's going to come up alongside his sister Lauren, both beautiful voices. So shouts out to you guys. All right, Chameleons, let's have some fun. All right, let me say this by saying happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. And to kind of kick us off for Valentine's Day, I want you to go listen to this song. Oh no, let me start by saying, before I give you my song, what is your favorite Valentine's Day song? What is your favorite love song that you just love, that just makes you think about love every time that you hear it? And I'm going to say mine, since, I'm not fortunate enough to be close to SOS. Mine would have to be Alexander O'Neal, if you were here tonight. So Alexander O'Neal, if you were here tonight. It's a beautiful song. And I'm going to tell you, I like songs from like the 70s, 80s, 90s. Like, I don't know. I mean, some songs, like, of course, Chris Brown, like, love songs, but I prefer like old school. Like, I don't know. That's just me. So share your favorite love song. Share your favorite Valentine's, day song. And to all of my Chameleons, like, whether you're in love, loving yourself, or just, here for vibes, this episode is for you. All right. So we're going to be like diving into like love in all forms, right? Romantic, self-love. And we're even going to kind of talk about the science behind love, and kind of talk about the dynamics of love. And once you fall in love, like, what happens to you? Because it just seems like things just get really, really different. And we're gonna talk about it, but I'm telling you, things get close. Things get serious once you fall in love. But I guess to ask you guys a question, like, for those of you that are in love with someone, like, did you meet your person like on a dating app, on social media, or you met them at an airport, at a restaurant? Because I don't know, do people still like interact with people like in the physical anymore? Because I don't know, like, I just feel like social media has just taken over, like technology has just taken over, and it's just like no real like social skills. Like, how do you like, what's the pickup lines now? Like, women, have we gotten to the point where, if we see a guy that we're interested in, like, do we approach him? Or, even for the men, like, what are you saying to meet a lady? Um, like, is it icon? Like, I don't know. I just feel like things have changed so much over the years that I don't know, but I'm going to share a story. This was some years ago. But I remember a guy approached me when I was coming out of Best Buy, and I'm never going to forget this. And he just kind of like drove up like in front of me. Like I couldn't even walk. And I'm just like, what the hell? Like, I don't have nothing on me. Like, what is going on here? And he was just like, damn. He was like, I was trying to eat my Chick-fil-A fries for lunch, but all I seen was ass walking out. And I'm just like, first of all, that's disrespectful. Like, don't do that. And I kind of like, only because I was green. I didn't have anything, and I didn't know how he was going to like react to rejection. So I was just like, yeah, I think that's a little disrespectful, for you to come off, like that. He was like, oh, my bad, my bad, my bad. And so I did give him my number because I didn't know how he was going to act when he was rejected, because this was like when a lot of things were going on, like happening to women, like publicly, when they rejected the past of a man. So that's going through my mind because, like I said, I'm green. I don't have anything on me. And, I did end up giving him my number, and I didn't like ever like interact with him, and I ended up blocking him because I wasn't like interested in him. I wasn't paying him no attention and responding. And he just started like sending me pictures and just was like going over the top. And he sent me this long message about, why am I not interested in him? People make time for who they want. Like, he went off. Mind you, this was probably like 3 days in. And I'm just like, this guy is some kind of psycho person. But so I never like responded to him anymore. I just went ahead and blocked him, even though I wasn't like really responding anyway. But that was just like done, like cold turkey. Not even know if he say good morning, no good morning back, like nothing. So that was the end of that. But anyway, if you guys have any stories that you want to share, of course you can DM me. You can email me at the Say What podcast with Shakima Ford, or at the Say What podcast on Instagram. So you can DM me, you can email me, whatever. But if you got some funny stories or some not so funny stories, feel free to share them with us. All right, so Valentine's Day, it's like I said, it's not just about, sharing love with, your someone, or that someone sharing love with you, but it's about love, period. Like, you can love on yourself. Like, if you're single, it's okay. Like, show yourself some love on Valentine's Day. Take yourself out, send yourself some roses, because a lot of people don't like themselves. A lot of people don't love themselves. So you can love on you. Like, I don't have a problem with going to dinner by myself. I don't have a problem with buying myself roses or, some type of flowers, because I love myself and I want to show myself that I love myself. So it's okay. It's not the end of the world if you don't have somebody on Valentine's Day, because you have yourself. Like, I'm a mom. I have 2 boys. It's just been our tradition that they do take me out for Valentine's Day. And, most of the time they pick the place. And, but just, being with them and them being with me. And then, just trying to show them how to love their mother. Because that's just going to cascade down when they become young men and men on how to love on a woman, like, properly. Not just financially, but how to love on that woman, spiritually, mentally. Like, I ain't even going to talk about physically, because that I don't ever want to think about that with my boys, even though I know they're whatever. But, it's not just about finances, but how to love on a woman, properly. So I'm trying to teach them through loving on their mom and being catering to their mom, because I am definitely catering to them. So making sure that the love is reciprocated, and it'll follow them, through the days of their life. But it is what it is. I kind of did some research from my best friend Google. But like, for some of us, like, where did Valentine's Day even come from, right? Because we know that it's like a holiday that celebrates love and friendship and admiration. But it's named after Saint Valentine, who was a martyr who was executed in the 3rd century AD. And it says that the holiday may also have roots in the ancient Roman festival of Lupercalia. Lupercalia, if I was saying that correctly. And it says the Catholic Church may have established Valentine's Day to honor 2 men named Valentine who were executed by Roman Emperor Claudius II on February 14th in different years. And Cupid is associated with Valentine's Day because he's the Roman name for the Greek god of love. And let me tell you, I am a lover of love. Like I've said it before, I love love. I have like a love kind of trinket in my bathroom. Like love is everywhere in my house, in the rooms. Like, and I want you to feel the love when you walk through my door. But kind of let's talk about like how other countries celebrate Valentine's Day, because I know in the US it's like a big like a big deal for us. And we go all out and we spend a whole lot of money. I think I want to say, let me see how much the US spent on Valentine's Day, like billions of dollars. Billions of dollars. So let's talk about how, and I'm not going to go through all of them. I'm just going to randomly pick some. Like Ghana, it says Ghana celebrates National Chocolate Day on February 14th, and their government created this holiday to increase tourism and chocolate consumption. Okay, in Japan, men are spoiled with chocolates and flowers on Valentine's Day. Wow. Okay. In Germany, chocolate pigs and gingerbread are given as gifts. Okay. In South Korea, men are spoiled with chocolates and flowers. And in the Philippines, mass weddings are held. In Italy, and Italy is such a place of love, couples stroll through gardens, listen to music, and read poetry to one another. And in Africa, people visit relatives, share meals, or exchange small tokens of appreciation. And as I said, in the United States, we go all out, and women make it all about women on Valentine's Day, which is fine. But ladies, are you spoiling your man this year? Or are you going to make it all about you? Let me know. I want to know, because I believe in spoiling my man if he deserves it. Like if he's a good man and he's doing what he needs to do, I believe in spoiling the man. Like it's nothing wrong with sending your man flowers on Valentine's Day, especially if he's not expecting it. Like it may be the first time he's ever gotten roses before, and some men be like, I don't want. But I think deep down inside they want to feel the love too, and they want to feel appreciated. So I'm all about spoiling your man for Valentine's Day. I say go for it, ladies. And let me know how it turns out and how your man receives the spoiling on Valentine's Day. All right, since we're talking about Valentine's Day and we're talking about love, right? Let's talk about what happens to the brain when you fall in love. Because, like I said, when you fall in love, it just seems like things just get different. Like you just start feeling um you just start feeling different. And you get like, I can speak for myself sometimes, like you get like very protective over the person. Like, I don't want to say overbearing, but I could be a little overbearing sometimes. But it's just like, I get territorial. And I feel like I said, like very protective. Like I'm just on alert with everybody. And I don't know, I can just see people for who they are that you may not see because you've been around that environment for so long and you're accustomed to that behavior. But, I'll be like, that ain't it. That ain't it. But it's a science when it comes to like how your brain functions when you fall in love. Like, what happens, right? So when you fall in love, your brain releases chemicals like dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin, and those they create like feelings of pleasure, reward, and bonding, and essentially, right, rewarding to you, right, for being with the person that you love. Like when you love somebody, it's like you just always want to be around that person. And when you're in love with that person, every second you want to, that you have free, you want to spend with that person. Like you get in the car, the first person you call. You get bad news, the first person you call. You get good news, the first person you call. That's like, you're a person. And it could kind of like, if you're not careful, like it can lead to like increased focus on that person. And it can kind of distract you. So you have to be disciplined when it comes to love, and you have to be focused when it comes to love on your goals. Because like I said, love can be a distraction, and it kind of can make like your decision making kind of cloudy. So like I said, I'm a lover of love. I love love. And I've said this before, like I ask God to, God, please allow me to make decisions based on my head and not my heart. Because sometimes your heart can cause you to make some bad emotional decisions. And that's whether, good or bad. But I will say that in your brain, like you do experience a heightened state of like positive emotions due to those chemicals that I talked about: dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin. And it just feels good. And I'm going to ask you this, like, even after being in a relationship for so long, like, do you ladies, gentlemen, if you're listening, like, do you still get like butterflies when you know that you're seeing your person? And especially like long distance relationships. Long distance relationships can be very hard and very trying. But at the same time, it just makes like when you see that person, the intensity of seeing that person and just like spending every moment, making sure that every moment count. I don't know. It's just amazing. So for those of you that are listening right now, I want you to, if you're not with your person right now, I want you to text your person. And I want you to text your person and let that person know that you love them and that you appreciate them. Not because it's Valentine's Day, because Valentine's Day can be every day. But according to history, this is the official day to celebrate love with the rest of the world, right? This is a free day to celebrate love with everybody in the world when it comes to, couples. So I want you to text your person and tell them that you love them and that you appreciate them and you look forward, to seeing them. Like, let them know, hey, I appreciate you, babe. It could be like in the middle of the, like, for nothing. Like, I love you, babe. I do. I appreciate you. I'm rooting for you. I'm praying for you. We got this. So do me that favor. All right. And as I said before, share some of your, like, real life stories, like romantic stories, like, friendships, because you could have like someone who's a very special friend to you that you love and you enjoy being with, but you guys know that if you cross that line, it's not going to be good, because that could be dangerous too. Like, if you're friends, be friends. I'm telling you, like, if you don't do it. It ain't worth the friendship, because once you cross that line and you guys go to the other side, you can never come back to being friends. And if that person disappoints you as a lover, the friendship is washed. I'm telling you, you'll never see that person the same. So don't do it. If you have a good friend, continue to be that good friend, no matter how tempting it is. Don't even put yourself in that situation. All right. All right. So I'm not going to keep you guys long, because it's Valentine's Day, and this is a day for love, right? Whether you loving on yourself or loving on somebody else and getting loved on. I don't want to keep you too long, but just kind of like recapping what I said. If you don't have a significant other, it's okay. Spend some time with yourself, love on yourself, and continue to get to know yourself, so that way when love does come to you, you know how you want to be loved, and you can spot bullshit from a mile away, right? Don't settle on the way that you want to be loved. And even if you're in a relationship, if that person is not loving you the way you want to be loved and need to be loved, give them the benefit of the doubt, because most people can only love you the way that they know how to love you. So it's work. It's definitely work. If you see progress and you see that that person is trying, just continue to hold their hand and walk them through and teach them how to love you. Some people are not going to come into your life knowing how to love you, because the love that you need and want, they may have never experienced that love before. So this love is something new. So if you have someone that is trying and you see progress, hang in there. Just hang in there. And celebrate love in you guys this way. Don't let social media dictate how you're going to spend Valentine's Day. Don't let the world pressure you, going out here spending a lot of money that you don't have, right? Leave that to the 1%. They got endless money. But the 99%, we're all trying to make it. All right. And then the 18% that makes six figures, like, we're trying to make it too. All right. Don't go out here being broke, making other people rich to show people that you love them. Some roses, some chocolate. I mean, whatever you can do in your budget. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but keep it in your budget. All right. So make sure you share this episode. And again, happy Valentine's Day. And this episode is not just applicable for Valentine's Day of 2025. It's going to be applicable for Valentine's Day for the end of time, until the end of time. So make sure you share this episode. I hope that you guys felt the energy, felt the love. I hope you learned something. And I hope you were able to learn something and take away and want to share it with other people, because again, this is not an episode to be selfish about. All right. So I love each and every one of you. Again, happy Valentine's Day. And let me leave you with a song, because I asked you guys to share your favorite love song, and I also shared mine. because I'm not close. We're not close. But I want to share this song with you. It's by and I know I'm not going to say her name right. I know I'm not, because I never do, but it's by Snow Allegra, and it's Find Someone Like You. This song was came out in 2019. So it's a little older. Like I said, not prefer, but I do enjoy like 70s, 80s, 90s R&B, but I'm pretty much up to speed when it comes to music. But Find Someone Like You is an amazing amazing song. And it's like I'm not going to tell you the song, but I'll kind of summarize it. But she waited her whole life to find someone like the person that she has. And I'm just saying that to say it could be 20, 30 years. Your person may not be here yet, but when that person comes, you are going to know that is your person, because your heart is going to skip a beat every time you hear that person's name and you're in the presence of that someone. And you're going to know that that's your person. And again, teach that person how to love you and show them how to love you. Give them some grace and cut them some slack, because as I said, the love that you need and want, they may not know how to love you like that because they've never experienced that love before themselves. So they may have not even experienced that love. So this is just different for them. So hang in there, love on that person, and let that person love on you. And you guys continue to love each other. Again, I'm going to say it again. Happy Valentine's Day. And what the world needs is love, sweet love, more than ever before. And I wish we can celebrate Valentine's Day, not just on February 14th, but every day. Love someone and allow someone to love you. And remember, if you see someone that needs a smile, give them one of yours. And it's Valentine's Day, so give out extra smiles. Okay, even if you see someone that's already smiling, give them another smile, because that smile you give them may take them a long way.
Did you see? Did you hear? Did you know? Did you see? Did you hear? Did you know?